Blues was born in Africa. It's a legacy that few contemporaries know in the United States, but Primous Fountain celebrates this legacy. We're talking about this morning on The Grand Angle with the African-American classical music composer.
Chicago et dont le parcours musical a défié les épreuves du temps. Monsieur Fountain, bonjour et merci d'avoir accepté notre invitation.
Thanks for coming on the show. How would you describe your experience as a black music artist in the United States?
D'artistes noirs et de compositeurs noirs aux États-Unis.
When we talk about experiencing the music, we're talking about how do you experience the culture, how do you experience living in general, because it's not separate from the social issues. You know, so you said, so that's like asking what is your experience in America? I can't separate my experience in music and my experience of living in general.
Now, Primus, tell us just how much has Africa influenced black music in the United States and also your compositions from an individual level?
It is said that blues, as we call blues, that it developed from the enslaved people that was brought to the U.S. That is, the enslaved Africans, and the music that's popular around the world. That that you can hear that it stems from that it comes out of from the enslaved people, the Africans, the enslaved people, the African people. They of course they went to other places, South America, to the Caribbean, but the slaves or the African people that was kidnapped and brought to the U.S. They developed a different type of music in the U.S. and the blues, what we call blues. I mean, it's so wide. I mean, people in the U.S. we're not aware of this because the people that have taken on this music, they are known as the one that's developed it. Really, they're emulating this music. I think it's the third export from the U.S. The third, ranking about the third or fourth in money making. And the people that have developed this, they make very small percentage of this money. Like even rock and roll, that music developed from the black people. All of this, the vastness of what Africa has given to music.
Primous Fountain, une dernière question. Que pensez-vous?
How would you describe, what do you think of the current situation in the United States with the ban, travel ban by the President of the United States?
I guess when you're talking about that, you have to look at the entire picture of things and not just one, some isolated events like now, but how does that fit into the entire thing? Of course, I believe in people being open and people treating each other as humanistically. And because I do have my my ideas about Trump. I do have my ideas about the killing of of black people. And you talk about of course they haven't been having Africans coming into the U.S. They have not been allowing them to come into the U.S. for quite some time. I mean, I guess the case with Trump. I guess I'm probably being more obvious about the things that he's doing, but a lot of things have been done, before him, and have been continually to be done.
Well, that was Primous Fountain, and talking to us about just how music, African music, has influenced the United States musical culture to date in the black